Es esmu Igaunijā. Šī ir Igaunijas mednieku asociācijas ēka. Mums bija vakar liela tikšanās ar Baltijas valstu pārstāvjiem un pats prezidents, un te baigais troksnis ir, bet es eju šobrīd intervēt lāču. Eksperti pazinēja Igauni. Hi, Marko.
Hi.
We're in Estonia, and we will be talking about the bears. Can you describe quickly what Estonian hunting society is doing? How many members you have? What's your main objectives, subjects you work with? But not very lots of information, but shortly explain it. What does your association does?
Yeah, we have the main organization in Estonia from the hunters and the hunters clubs. We have over 330 members from here, and we made hunters politics. We make the hunting license systems, and we are management all problems what need to management with the hunting in Estonia.
So you also work with the counting of animals or evaluating the number of population, or is that your job, or who's doing it?
The hunters is doing that. They are know every destructive areas. They must know what kind of populations, animal populations there are, and they are counting these numbers. How many mooses there, how many deers, how many bears.
And it goes to the official evaluation?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so with the bears, the estimate is how many bears are now in Estonia?
Right now we're thinking it's the number is a little bit over the 1,000. The science says this is like a little bit over the 1,000. Hunter says 1,200 or something.
Yeah, but it's always the problem that science usually gives lower numbers, because I know that for a very long time you were saying that it's over 1,000, but the science was still saying 600. Why is it? Why do hunters say it's more and the scientists say it's less? Do you have an explanation?
I think they want to be safe. If you say too high number, it's then because we are the government gives us the hunting license permanently what kind of the animals population number is, and if you're not 100% currently knows, then I think it's probably safety to give a little bit lower number.
Does the quota number correlates with the population number?
Yeah, exactly, because the annual increment is 10%. If we have the scientist says that we have 1,000 bears, then they give 100 hunting license, because this is 10%.
Okay, that's interesting. So the scientists want you to hunt less bears?
I don't know does they want, but I think it's probably a safety way to go.
So how would you describe the attitude of the general public towards bears? Are they scared, or they accept it, or what's the narrative?
Do you mean what
the people, the society?
Say? Yeah. I think they are like the population in Estonia right now. The bear population right now is stabilized. Yes, but because in 15 years the population number was description and grows it up in these 15 years. But right now is, I think, the population is stabilized, and I think when the population grows, the bear population, and like 5, 6 years, the growing was so fast, and because in Estonia we how we say that we are country or national people, and we walk and run and go to the mushrooms, and a lot of people has walking in the forestry, and that's why they saw the bears very more and more. And I think it's right now they are not not very scared the bears. Of course, if they saw them, then we always say it's problem then when you see the female bear with the cubs, then don't go to the close with them, let them go, and you just walk back. But other ways, we think that the only bear is not attacking. That way we explain to the people.
So they are accepted?
Yeah, exactly.
And how do they accept the fact that you are hunting them, that you are hunting 10% of the population?
How we think that the moderate, we explain that moderating hunting is important, because that this is important factor to keeping bears to shy, which is necessary to ensure the safety and keep the population. But we are talking to people. That's why we must hunt, because they are be shy, and they don't make the damage.
They are shy from the people.
Exactly. Yeah, they're shy from the people.
Because I talked to some hunters who are confident that the only thing that bears in Estonia are afraid of are people. That's correct.
Yes, exactly.
So you actually see the correlation between the fact that there are few conflicts and there are lots of bears, but the hunting is that keeps the bears away.
Yeah. This is same like in the geese. Right now was time when you don't hunt them, and they don't shy people, and they are sitting in the fields eating exactly. But when we start hunting them, no more. They already don't want to come to so close.
But it works, right?
It works, exactly. It works. It's the only thing what works is hunting.
But this is funny, because I've heard so many anti-hunting comments that hunting is not the only reason how to deal with large predators like wolf, like bear.
Right now, I don't know the better way how to management the big predators. Yes.
Okay.
Because the hunt is, when you hunt them, they are feeling that they are not king from here.
Yeah, because yesterday we had a meeting and we were discussing that for a large predator, human is either a prey or a predator. So if the human is just a prey, then they will be attacking people. If the people are hunting bears, then they become the predators of the predators in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you explain it to your general public? What do you do when you see a bear? Like you walk with your dogs, or just with children, or walking in the forest picking mushrooms, you see a bear. What do you do?
First of all, you can enjoy that you see such kind of massive animals, and it's like a little bit blessed that you have such opportunity to see that kind of king of animal. But of course, we say them that you must be safety and don't run, don't scream, don't just walk back, and hopefully the bear is doing same. And but not to be panic or something.
It's hard to do actually.
Of course, it's hard to do, but we hope that the bear smells better, hears better, sees better than we, and we hope that you see that bear something when he walks or running away from you. He check you already before you check him. But of course it's possible that and a lot of possible if we have such many bears in here that some kind of situation that animals and the human beat together some situation.
But mostly there have been no attacks on normal people, and I've heard that there have been some cases when the hunter follows an injured bear, that might be some risks. Yeah,
but we had couple situations. Last year was one situation when hunters hunts the bear, but it's not a deadly shoot, and he goes with the dogs looking for the bear, and then the bear is attack him. But this is attack, like we say to the media, that there is no was. This was not attack. I think bear is just.
That's kind of a normal reaction.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Because the wild boar would do the same.
Yeah, moose
or moose the same. Yeah. So it's the hunter's fault, basically.
Exactly, you are correct. But like I says that if there is a possible where the females with the caps, the puppies in the forest, there can be conflict, exactly.
Usually they say it's like the bears would kind of in 95% of situations they would try to scare you away, like run at you, stop, or get up, walk. Have there been cases like that?
Yeah, I think he stand up because he want to see better. That's why. But like I says, he understand first that the human in the forest, and then he runs away. He can poop there, and sometimes we are to the animals like we are predators from them, and they scare us.
But yeah, it's a bit funny because in Latvia we have now increasing population. We officially had last year 120 or 30. This year they're saying it could be 150, and their argument is usually, it's not a problem because, for example, in Estonia they can live with more than 1,000 bears and there are no problems and no conflicts. But I think the situations are a bit different in a way that we don't hunt them.
Yeah, that is one point. Like I said, we have only problems with the bear when they are damage something, the silage fall or bee houses or something. But they don't eat lambs or cows.
No attacks on the house animals?
No, only they are damaged in silage pole and
what pole?
Silage. This is the. You make the grass and put the balls. You know, in the fields they are the white balls. There is inside this silage.
Oh, the hay kind of.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Grass. Okay,
grass. Yes. And the bee houses.
So they just claw at the white plastic to get to the hay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. How do you usually hunt them here? It's
With a rifle, yes.
Yeah, I know, with the rifle. The Estonian joke.
Yes.
No, I mean the season starts when
1st of August.
And I think that you use the quota in very fast.
Yeah. It's in the 1st of August and it's ending in the end of the October, but I think the quote is ending like in the middle of the September or somewhere.
Do the quota says what kind of bears you can shoot? Young ones, old ones, trophy ones, or you can just see a bear, kill a bear?
No, we can hunt only the single bear.
Okay.
It's not allowed to hunt females with the puppies.
And you can't shoot a puppy if there's a female, just a single bear.
It's just a single bear. And I think it's almost half with all this license. I think it's the hunting the young, because the younger are moving more and they are searching for the place themselves, and that's why I think. But of course, like as we say, the trophies, the big male bears of hunting them too. But yeah, he must be single. This is the priority number one.
Can it be that you see a single female, but the cubs are somewhere in the forest? Or
you must know that what you hunt is.
Can you make the difference if you look at the bear? It's a female or a male, or you follow how they move, or?
Hunter must know what they hunt, and I think probably they just look in the night visions and understanding that there is a single bear.
But can you shoot them with night vision? No.
No.
You just can check.
Check you can, but not allowed to use it.
But you shoot them mostly from high seats, or?
Yes, exactly. In the field, because you, like we says, the bear is EU. I don't know what kind of number, but it's a very high regulation.
Yeah, I think you have it Annex 4.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why basically you must hunt where they are making some kind of damage, and the fields.
Okay.
And the fields is that's why we are using the high standings, putting it in the fields where the bears come to eat, and hunting from there. Yes.
No, that's interesting. I hadn't heard about it. That it's for the damages, but that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only possible to hunt them.
Do you have to report that there are damages on the field, so you shoot bear, or you just do it on any field?
We are cooperating with the farmers, and they are let us know, and or hunters is checking the fields, and does there are wild pork damage or the bear damage.
That it comes to the fact that the bears do damage to the cornfields, crops.
Yeah, cornfields, and I don't know how to the English, but he loves this
oat.
It was oat or something like
the
that.
Same thing that the
same
wild boar.
thing. Yes, exactly. Same thing.
And the amount of damages can be quite big to the fields done by the bears.
Yes, same big like wild pork, because he's going to the field, sitting there and just eat. You know that the bear is like says vegan. 60% is vegan, and only 40% he eats the meat.
Yeah, but if he can get the meat, he will eat the meat.
Oh, exactly.
Because we saw yesterday the video where it was catching piglets like Snickers bars.
Mm-hmm. If you catch, yes, of course. But that's why I think that when our bear population starts growing, when came to hear this the wild boar fever African, yes, and the table is very rich.
Yeah, because there are lots of dead wild boar.
Like 10 years ago was female bears in one or two cups, but right now 3, 4, or sometimes 5.
5 cubs.
Yeah, we have.
It's like a dachshund.
Exactly. Yeah, that was a surprise for me that they do that much damages to the crops, because for us they are mostly doing just damages to the beehives, and they are eating meat, cows and stuff like that, but not much yet. This is the aspect nobody has been speaking about in Latvia, that with the increase of number of bears, there will be also the increase of damages to the agriculture. Of course.
That's funny.
It must
like that.
It must be balanced something. Of course, we have a lot of swamps, and they like berries and eat. And sometimes in July you see your hunting grounds very lot of bears, but in the August they are all go to the swamps and to eat the bears.
Berries. So now we have a discussion in Latvia that in certain nature protection areas they should ban driven hunts so they don't disturb the bear's sleep in winter. You have bears all over the territory. You do driven hunts in winter. You don't ban driven hunts because the bears are sleeping. How does it happen? It's like, do you wake them up, or what happens?
Sometimes happens, yes, of course.
So
when it happens, then the governments make marking this because we don't never know where they are sleeping, because we don't have very big rocks and
dens and holes.
Exactly. They just sleeping in front of the trees, and you never know where they are. But sometimes, when it happens, when driven hunts the dogs or wake up them or something, then the government's marking this place. And I don't remember right now how many meters or how many. This was about 1 kilometer circling, marking this area. And there is you can't now doing there. You can't hunt there, and you can't harvesting the food, and you can do nothing there.
For how long? Ever, or
no? Just
for the season.
From that season, yes, exactly.
But would the hunters report that they woke up the bear? Because if they put a hunting ban...
they report that.
Oh, really?
Because sometimes the female is running out
On the
there,
cabs,
and
and
the
the
cabs
cabs
stay here.
Okay, so can you describe the place where it's like under the, like in a hole or just
it's
under a tree or?
It's just little hole, and he's make something to the
Cover itself.
cover it himself, yes, with the trees and process and so.
So it's not a big den.
No.
It's not like, but would they use like under the tree stumps or when the trees are fallen out?
Yes, exactly. They just using what they can't use in the forest.
Okay, so you have no bans on driven hunts whatsoever because of the bears?
No.
And you're not thinking about that?
Right now it's not. We are not thinking about it.
No, that's interesting because there's a big discussion about one place that they should stop driven hunts there because that will disturb the bear's sleep.
Yeah, but like I say, who knows where he sleep?
Exactly, exactly. That's so interesting. Really.
And sometimes happens. It's never. Maybe sometimes it's not. He like I says, the forestry mans go to the cutting the trees, and sometimes they just wake up these bears.
Yeah, because then if we banning driven hunts, then we should also stop cutting trees in winter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because you can't stop any activities by people just because the bears are sleeping.
Yes.
So
I think it's the bigger problem is cutting the trees that the hunting dogs is running there.
Yeah, because at any point a wolf can wake
Exactly,
a bear up
exactly.
or the moose can step on the bear.
Of course.
So what happens if he wakes up, comes out, sees it's not spring, it's still winter, he goes back to sleep or
And sometimes is I think it was last week was the news that we have we don't have any more normal winter.
yeah.
We have very warm winters, and the news was that have seen that the bear is not anymore not sleeping in the winter.
Just walking around
Yes,
and
exactly.
being angry
Yeah.
or sleepy.
Yeah.
Okay, but would it go back to sleep if it's woken or it's just...
Sometimes he's going, yes.
So, and what will happen if there are bear cubs and the female is scared away? Will she come back or...
The first year's cubs, I think he's not coming back because he don't know. You know, he when he's sleeping, the cubs comes, and
like
they don't know that they have cubs. But the second year cubs, of course, he already knows, and he take them.
So the poor cubs, so they... Female is sleeping, she has babies, and she doesn't know that she has babies because they have not imprinted or...
And they are 300.
No, that's small, yeah.
They are very, very, very small when they...
And then they wake up and it's like, oops, something happened.
Yeah.
Okay. And if the cubs are bigger, then they will run away together, or they will stay in the den and the female runs, or how it happens?
When normal winters, then I understand that they are coming. They end like in May. Then already when the cubs came out in January, then they have May 4 months grow. And in the May, female is coming with them cubs out where they sleep.
But if they are scared and the cubs are bigger, like 1-year-olds...
Second year's cubs, yeah.
Then it's not a big problem.
There is no big problem. So they can run with...
The mama.
Yes, exactly.
So do you have some kind of monitoring of bears? It's done by hunters or the scientists, or how does it work?
Both. Like I says, Hunters gives the observations. Last year was in almost 7,000 pictures.
Okay, it's through your app.
Yes, exactly. It's through our app. We can put in the forest. We have the hunters has the cameras. We can and we send our systems, and we send with the science them. And of course, science not use only this hunters materials, the pictures, and they are doing themselves something more. But like I said, the science is they are they won't know how many females bears with the caps are same years are in Estonia. They don't interesting the single bears. They interesting females with the caps. How many they are.
So the app is working for you. How long do you have it?
Almost 6 or 7 years.
Already.
Mm-hmm.
So people are used to it, and they're using it and reporting the bears.
Exactly. Not only wolves, lynx.
Oh, everything.
Everything.
Do you think that at this point the 10% only shoot a bit less, like 94 or 96,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Do you think that for this moment the quota is sufficient, or you have to raise it?
I think little bit maybe can't raise. I think 120 or something, I think.
But it's at the moment it's not going to happen.
We don't know.
Do you see in the future that the bear population will be growing, or it's stable at the moment?
I hope it's stable, and I think it's stable, because it must stable, because if you must understand that they already, I think this situation is quite good. The bear population is very viable, and I think it's right that today's situation, I think it's very good, and I hope it stays from that way.
Yeah, because they're coming to Latvia as well.
They're coming to Latvia.
See, I will see what will happen with our bear population and what the steps will be, because I think we will come to a point that we will have to start to regulate single individuals, mm-hmm. because we're going to have some problems. Do you think we are going to have some problems?
Never knows. I hope not.
I hope that too.
But I hope you make wise
decisions. Thank you very much. I learned a lot, and I think our Latvian hunters and also not hunters also learned something interesting, because you have a very good experience, like for a very long time.
Mm.
Because your society has learned to live with the bears. We still have to do it. Yeah. Because it's not a fluffy teddy bear. It's a big, strong predator.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
And it must,
Thank you very much, Marko.